Hi, thanks for stopping by my video. My name is Beth Ann and I am with Beth Ann Stamps. In this video, we're going to talk about the stamp set Friendly Hello, which comes in a bundle as a celebration item. It's a tier 2, so it is free with a $100 purchase. It's currently going on, and the last day of the celebration is February 28th. I just fell in love with this set when I saw it, and these papers are just gorgeous. And it'll give you some other ideas. Looks like I popped mine apart. There we go. My book is so well loved, it's falling apart. So, let's talk about Friendly Hello. The stamp set, as I said, I just love it, and it's such nice, crisp images. Hello, friend. Hope you have the best birthday. You have my love and support. So tonight, the cards we're going to make, these are 2 of them already to show you in different colors with the DSP. Now, this card is made from a sketch. I don't know who created the sketch. I came across it in a group I belong to on Facebook, and I really liked the sketch and how this card turned out, so I thought I would share it with you this evening. As always, in the description down below, there will be a link to my blog that will contain all the dimensions that we're going to talk about this evening, so don't feel like we're morning or afternoon whenever you happen to be watching this. Don't feel like you have to capture all the dimensions. You can always use that link down below to get those dimensions. Our card base is basic white. It is cut 4 1/4 by 11 for a top folding card, scored at 5 1/2. Since I'm using that basic white base, I will not put an extra layer inside the card. Then our top layer is going to be basic black, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. And please excuse my ink stained fingers. I've been stamping today. It's one of my favorite things to do when the weather is bad, and I'm from northwestern Pennsylvania, and we have had tons of snow lately. And so my favorite thing to do when that happens is to stay inside and craft. All right, so I have cut some DSP to go on here. The DSP on this side of the card is cut 2 1/4 inches wide. This is 3 1/4 high, and this one is 1 3/4 inches. On this side of the card, on the left side, the strip was cut 1 1/2 inches, and this again then is 3 1/4, and this one is 1 3/4. So we're going to go ahead and adhere these down. Like I said, I just think this paper is so pretty. And you can mix it up any kind of colors that you want. Both sides of the paper. You know, sometimes you'll get, both sides of the paper are gorgeous. I was going to say, sometimes you'll get papers where you really love one side but not the other. That's not the case with this one. I like them all, so it's hard to decide which would be a favorite. Okay, so we'll get these all glued down. This side I went more of the solid colors, where here I did a lot with the white background. But you do you, and pick whatever colors you like and whatever paper you like. So those are together. Now I will adhere this to the front of my card. I usually like to build onto the first layer and then put it together on the card, instead of building up on the card itself. All right. So now we're going to work on the stamped image. This background square is cut 2 1/2 inches. And then the one for the sentiment is 2¼ inches. If you've noticed here, I've been stamping the birds in the same color as my background stamp. So in this case, I will be stamping the bird in Pool Party. I brought in my stamp pad. Since this is a photopolymer, to get a nice image, I like to have this pad behind it. Bring in scrap paper. Let's see. Yep, my Pool Party's just about needing re-inked, but it'll work for tonight. I keep saying this evening because that's when I am recording this. So, ooh, love it. And then I'm going to bring in the Granny Apple Green to do these little specks as part of the background. And this stamp is curved, so that makes it nice. I can put that curve around the flowers. Let's see. Let's get some here. And we'll get some up above the bird. I just think that gives it a little bit of texture. And there we go. So now we'll adhere this down. Now's the time to shop with Sale-a-Bration, because for every $50 you spend, you get those extra free gifts, and there's lots to choose from in the Sale-a-Bration catalog. As I said, this is probably my favorite, especially for the paper. So I'm going to adhere this to the front of my card with dimensionals. So bring those in. There we go. A little trash bowl. I think they're sticking to me more than they're sticking to the paper. Okay. Go, just put that towards the top. And then for the sentiment, the black was cut originally, I think, well, it's 3/4 of an inch high, and then it was 3½ wide, but I did trim it down, and I made the white a little smaller and stamped it. You will see you can also do this for this card. I left it black, and I stamped it in Versamark ink and then used white embossing powder. For this one, I'm going back and I did the tuxedo black. And we're going to find those dimensionals again and pop this up. You know, it's January, so I like to work on some birthday cards so I have enough to last me throughout the year to send to friends and family. Okay, so we're just going to put that right there. And then for this one, I'm going to bring in some of the basic pearls. Get the paper out. There we go. Use the pick tool. Put a few of those on there to embellish it. It went upside down. Okay, try another one. There we go. So that was a very, very simple card, since I had everything cut out and ready to go. And so it goes together very quickly when you do that. The other thing that I want to do is I want to create a matching envelope. So I will bring back in my stamp pad and my stamp. And on the front here, I will stamp the matching bird. This image stamps so beautifully. You really don't have to do anything to it at all. And as you can tell, I did not this evening. I left them all the same, left them alone, because I just think it's a beautiful image just outlined. But if you wanted to, you could color that in. Some people love to color more than others, so it's always a personal preference. I'm going to also put some DSP on the back flap. This is cut 2 3/8 by 6. So I'm just going to put some glue here on the flap. And then we'll line up this paper. Decorating the envelope just adds a little extra special touch when you're mailing out your cards. I'll be honest, I don't do them for all my cards. But for ones like this where I'm really using that DSP as a focal point, I do like to make an envelope. And it's so easy. You just glue that on and then trim around the edge. And voila, you have a personalized matching envelope. There we go. There's the one for the blue pool party. Here's one in Granny Apple Green. And this one is Fresh Freesia, one of the new colors. As I said, this DSP, I just love it. It's right up my alley for colors. So I hope you enjoyed this video this evening. Not live, I apologize. I'm just switching over from doing lives to doing pre-recorded videos. So if you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to help you if you're interested in ordering anything or looking for a demonstrator. There is a link to my shopping site in the description below, along with the hostess code that will pre-populate. Also, again, I'll mention the blog that has the dimensions for these cards. I will also put a picture of the sketch on the blog, even though I can't give credit to the person who designed it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. There will be a link also for that in the description below. And I hope you will continue to watch my videos. Thank you.